David isn't any different from me when he's looking at those family photos. Looks like David already booked a room. To think this all started with my vision of a tornado. Ouch. Those poor whales are like beached angels. What is going on here? Looks like they're back on the road to Paris. Somehow I existed in this whole other reality, but I don't know what happened. The more I use my power, the more I see how little control I have over what happens. Now Max Caulfield exists in 2 or maybe 3 different realities. How can I have a destiny? I wonder if Chloe would hate me for keeping her alive. But I couldn't do it. Joyce must be so upset. Are you helping anybody, Max? It looks like David finished his car repairs. Maybe there's some new clues around. What the hell did David do for Nathan? And what did his dad do for David? Either Chloe stole another gun, or David is out there armed. Oh, jeez. David is packing up wedding stuff too. There's more to David Madsen than meets the eye. He should finish this letter to Joyce. Should I have signed the petition? Blackwell sure isn't safe and private anymore. Oh, meow, Miss Grant. Twist that knife. At least he has one weird fan. Wish I had surveillance footage of that conversation. Surveillance cameras at Pan Estates? David must be working for the Prescotts too. I wonder if David is going to the party. Whoa, that is a serious padlock on that locker. Hey David, what you hiding? Shit. For once, I don't have time to search for the code. I need to find a way to break this padlock. Okay, I can use that crowbar to pry open the locker. Oh, look at the baby blue jay eggs in the nest. I better move his plank if I want to take the shot. This plank is good for nest protection, but bad for a nest photo. Excuse me, just one picture, please. Click. Another photo from my Arcadia Bay wildlife series. Oh, thank you. Sleep tight, my eggy wags. Sorry, David, but I bet you would do the same thing as me. Oh, maps, notes, coordinates, photos of Kate, Nathan. Oh, yes. Score. Back to Chloe now.
Yo, Chloe! Are you ready yet? I have to get back to my dorm.
Are we happy?
Very happy. I hit the secret file jackpot. Kate, Nathan, and Rachel. Plus some location coordinates. David is like a one-man surveillance army. Now let's get the hell out of here before we get busted.
Now let's go find out what Nathan is hiding in his room.
We have to be extra careful.
Max, now it's time for Nathan Prescott to be afraid of us.
Hey, Max. How you doing?
Oh, hi, Mr. Jefferson. I'm okay. And this is my friend Chloe.
Yo.
Chloe. Why isn't somebody as cool as you going to Blackwell?
I was way too cool for this school. It's a long story. And actual files here.
I can imagine. Max, are you sure that you're all right?
It's weird just being on campus like everything's normal.
I know. Lame as it sounds, life has to go on.
I think there's too much going on in my life.
On that note, Blackwell duty calls. Remember, I'm going to announce the winner of the Everyday Heroes contest tonight at the party, so I hope you'll be there to celebrate, even though I'm sorry you didn't enter a photo. I understand your reasons. You can't force an artist to work.
I feel like a total loser, but it's been a hard week to focus. No pun intended.
I'm proud of you for caring so much about a troubled friend, and I take hope in the fact that you have plenty of time to find your way. Just get in the habit of putting your work out there.
Thanks, Mr. Jefferson. I'll definitely be there tonight.
Me too. I'll be Max's date. You better dance with us at least once.
And nobody should have to see me dance. Plus, you don't want to watch the old hipster trying to keep up with the kids. I have some pride. Be seeing you.
Yes, you will. Hot for teacher.
Rose! You're out of control.
Not yet. Just wait until the Rager tonight.
Shut up.
Don't be jealous because Mark Jefferson thinks I'm cool.
I am so ignoring you.
Fine. Since I'm here, I'll see if I can get some dirt from Justin. Haven't talked to him in a while.
Now that is a great plan. Let's see if I can find out where Nathan is. I don't think the Tobanga will ever give up any secrets to us.
I hope Max isn't pissed that Warren asked me to the drive-in.
Brooke looks happy that she's going ape with Warren.
Hey, Brooke. How are you?
Considering what happened to Kate, I could be better. Are you okay?
I can't get my limited brain around that eclipse and the beached whales. I was hoping the science department had some ideas.
Warren and I are supposed to compare notes and theories this weekend.
That makes sense. 2 big brains are better than 1. Or mine.
We'd get the Nobel Prize if we could explain this phenomenon, but even Miss Grant has no clue.
I need to find Nathan. Have you seen him around?
I was distracted by Warren asking me out to the drive-in.
It's a school day, so Nathan should be around.
I did see him this morning heading off campus. He looked more angry than usual. I wouldn't look for him now if I were you.
I might feel better taking your drone for a quick flight.
Miss Grant caved and let me fly her again. So take a spin. I have to see what time I'm going to the drive-in with Warren on Saturday.
That sounds fun. It would be good for you and Warren to take a road trip after this week.
Warren got a new car. Or an old new car. So I'm all about a serious road trip out of here after this week.
Thanks.
Good. Nathan is not around. I should go back to Chloe.
I had to clear away another batch of dead birds today.
That's cool to see that Samuel's not alone for once.
How are you doing, Max? Been a tough week. I know.
Yes, it has, Samuel. How are you?
Sad and confused like everybody else in Arcadia Bay. You look like you have a lot of questions, too.
I definitely have questions about what's happening to the animals in Arcadia Bay.
Oh, many do. These poor creatures have no choice in what happens to them.
How can anybody explain all those poor beached whales?
My dad was a fisherman, and he'd take me out to hear the whales sing. Now they just cry.
Do you think this is some kind of eco-disaster, or...
I think it's more than that. Somebody is causing all this to happen.
You think so, Samuel?
You and Arcadia Bay are connected by time and tide. So, next time I have a question, I'm coming to you.
Well, I'm glad to see your squirrels are still healthy and happy on the campus.
Me too. If something happened to them... Oh,
Not as long as you're here to take care of them, Samuel.
the only thing that calms them is food. Lots of food. Which reminds me that I have to feed them now.
Change isn't real my ass.
I think everything is...
Sorry to bother you again, Samuel.
There's no bother here, Max.
I definitely have questions about what's happening to the animals in Arcadia Bay.
Oh, many do. These poor creatures have no choice in what happens to them.
What do you think about all those dying birds?
Samuel had to bury dozens near the Tabanga.
What happened to them?
I would say the sky is too dirty for their wings, but something worse is in the air.
It's so ominous.
Unless it's fate, then it doesn't matter.
I still have a million questions about what's happening to Arcadia Bay.
That must be why Miss Gant says you're one of her favorite students at Blackwell.
I keep thinking that Rachel Amber has a few answers. If we can find her.
If Rachel wants to be found,
Do you think she's alive?
she'll always be alive in our hearts. Sometimes that's all we have left.
But
Max, all I can tell you is to stay on your path and you'll find what you're looking for. Rachel Amber is waiting too.
even though Miss Grant likes me, I have zero science skills to explain that eclipse.
As I was just saying to her, that's because science has no explanation. Well, no offense to Miss Grant here, but this is just the beginning.
How do you know that? I'm genuinely curious.
You just have to open your eyes. Then, you can see what's coming. That's why I can sense something bigger is coming to Arcadia Bay. And Max, I don't like it at all.
I'd rather be in her class than the Vortex Club.
Yes, you would. Rachel saw right through them.
She's not the only one.
Nobody should be trapped in the Vortex Club. Get out now, Max, while time is on your side.
More questions than answers.
Samuel is always here to talk.
Do you ever talk with David Madsen?
Not since he was suspended, but then I wouldn't talk to him. Only listen.
That's how David operates.
He sees things, not people. But I think he sees you, Max.
Why do you say that?
Because you both see with cameras.
I think you have better vision than both of us.
No, Max. I just look at everything from a different angle.
Have you seen Nathan Prescott around?
I try not to.
So, what do you know about Nathan?
I know enough to not want to know anymore.
Well, okay, enough said. You know a lot of Blackwell secrets, so I thought you could help me.
Max, I'm a custodian, not a psychic. I can only help by warning you to be careful.
Blackwell is so sad and quiet since Kate isn't here anymore.
Yes. You can tell that the campus is different now. And you reached out to her when everybody turned away.
It could have gone either way. Samuel, do you think that we each have a destiny?
Yes, I do, Max. In many different lifetimes, of course. Kate Marsh believed in something different, so that's her destiny.
I believe you.
Kate just needed some more helpful spirits like her friend Max. I hope she finds them now.
I'm sorry. I better get going now.
As a scientist, I'm fascinated.
Mrs. Grant looks interested in whatever Samuel's saying.
Very worried.
Hi, Miss Grant.
Max, you always show up when I'm talking about you. I'm still bragging about you and the other students making Blackwell surveillance free.
I was hoping you could explain some of these crazy things happening in Arcadia Bay.
If I could, I'd be collecting my Nobel Prize in Science today. I haven't been able to wrap my mind around that eclipse, much less the snow in Wales.
There must be a scientific explanation, right?
When my friends at NASA tell me they can't explain a solar eclipse without a single theory as to how or why, maybe it's time to get worried. Like they are.
I am worried about reality. I feel like it's changing right in front of us.
You and Samuel both. We were talking about that before you came over. Our planet is changing, but it's not mystic. It's erosion.
You think that's why all these animals are dying here?
Well, our shoreline has been receding, not to mention the daily contamination of the ocean. That's all you need to kill off sea and wildlife here, unless you know something I don't.
What about wormholes and chaos theory? Like time travel stuff.
The only wormholes in Arcadia Bay are underground, and chaos theory is just that. But if this is about time travel, sign me up.
Would you really change time?
Not after reading that Bradbury story, A Sound of Thunder. I won't give it away, but it involves dinosaurs and butterflies. Time is like a thread, Max. One tug and it all can unravel.
I was looking for Nathan Prescott, and I thought he might be in your class.
I'm surprised, Max. I didn't think you and Nathan were exactly friends.
No way. I just have to, ask him a question.
I saw him leaving campus looking angrier than usual. But to be honest, Max, Nathan hasn't been too well lately. You might know more about that than me.
Too much.
I can tell. You look like you have more than a question on your mind. Maybe asking Nathan isn't such a good idea right now. You hear me, Max?
I don't think surveillance would have helped Kate Marsh.
Oh, Max. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Kate was the sweetest student I've ever met at Blackwell. And they can be so cruel to each other. Do you need to talk to a counselor?
Blackwell Academy needs the help. There's something terrible going on here. You see it, right?
This week hasn't been Blackwell's finest hour. But me and some faculty members won't rest until all the students here feel safe, not bullied.
Kate was drugged at the Vortex Club party and bullied by them until she ended up on the roof. How do you stop that?
Shut down that damn Vortex Club for a start. I don't mean to get riled up, but that party should have been postponed. It's extremely tasteless given what happened with Kate.
Do the Prescotts have anything to do with the Vortex Club? I mean, they don't get all their money from car washes.
No, they don't. But membership has its privileges, especially when your father is Blackwell's biggest sponsor. This elitist nonsense has no place here.
You're right. I just wish this could be the school that I dreamed about before I came here.
I hear you, Max. I love seeing you and Warren and all my students at your best here. But you're all too young to be so cynical. But you truly give me hope.
I'm sorry, Miss Grant. I have to get going. I'll see you later.
It's always good talking to you, Max.
Arcadia Bay is scared too. Look at the weather.
Oh, great. Chloe stole money from the Handicap Access Fund. We're going to hell. Poor Daniel. Looks like he needs a hug.
Hey, Daniel. You look bummed out. Are you alright?
Hola, Max. I just figured out that my photos basically suck. I'm a wannabe artist.
Maybe you should try different subjects. Something more like your portraits.
That makes sense, but not if I can't choose the subjects in class. If only I could draw my photographs. I think I'll just sit here bummed out, thanks. Oh, hey, Max. Sorry, I'm still bumming. I'll talk to you later when I'm not so pathetic.
Justin, it's been so long since I've seen you.
Because you're way too...
Chloe fits in so easy with Justin.
Way too much shit going on, man.
I can tell that Justin is really into Chloe.
So I hear.
Coast is clear. It would be so cool if you and me were going to school here together.
But now you can have Mr. Jefferson all to yourself.
Ah, you suck. Now let's get into Blackwell Ninja mode.
It's so lame they don't have co-ed dorms here.
Yes, because I want Nathan Prescott in the room next door.
Good point.
Wait here. Give me the signal if Nathan or anybody shows up.
I won't let you down, Batmax.
Now I just have to find Nathan's room.